With the expectation of unauthorized events and mass gatherings, members of the Royal Grenada Police Force were able to police and shut down several activities across the island. That includes events in the St. George's area which exceeded over 300 people, a number that was not permitted by the RGPF. Additionally, over 60 tickets were issued to violators of the island-wide curfew and other COVID-19 protocols. Head of the Community Relations Department of the Royal Grenada Police Force, Superintendent Vannie Curwen, gave an overview of the Emancipation weekend.
There was an activity in Woburn that permission was granted for. However, that event became too large and it exceeded the number of persons that should have been at the event, and as such, law enforcement has had to shut that event down. There was also an illegal activity at Annadale, and by illegal I mean permission was not sought and permission was not granted for that activity. It was an activity that saw in excess of 300 persons. Again, law enforcement has had to shut that event down or that activity down without incident. There were 63 tickets that were issued for COVID-related incidents. In St. George's, there were 29. There were a number of traffic tickets that was issued for traffic violations across the country over this weekend as well.
The officers were also faced with small pockets of jab-jab activities in the area of Sobeys and in St. Patrick. The ranking officer stated that in other parts of the island, officers of the Royal Grenada Police Force were present.
We have seen gatherings at Batway and Longwall. It is on holiday. It was on holiday yesterday. And as usual, during those holiday periods, people use the facilities that are available to them to recreate and so forth. And Longwall and Batway have had some people yesterday. It was very manageable. They were very compliant with the COVID regulations. We have had no challenges from those two locations. And I want to take the opportunity to thank those who chose to come out yesterday, but who did so recognizing the fact that there is a need to be safe, and they have kept themselves safe and provided no significant challenges to law enforcement.
Curwen also spoke of an incident which resulted into an officer having to nurse injuries.
Unfortunate for us, though, this weekend we have seen one police officer who was hurt by someone who were engaged in the reveling, in the mass playing, in the jab. And he was just trying to enforce the law when he was attacked. And last night he had to be rushed to the hospital. He's currently on sick leave and he's recovering, and we hope that the prognosis for him is going to continue to be good. The perpetrator in this incident is not yet in custody. He's being sought as I speak, and we're hoping that by the end of the day we will be able to have him in custody.
The superintendent thanked the public for their continued support and cooperation with the Royal Grenada Police Force. For GBN News, I am Rena Pear Thomas reporting.